Hello, hello, hello. Every week we try and do an update to tell everybody what we've been doing. Normally we have to have different hats depending on whether we're Bartleby Willard or Amble Whistletown. It's kind of cold actually in here today, and I don't know what this character is, but it's the guy wearing a green hat. So I'm just going to go over the things that we've done this week. It was Thanksgiving week, so there was some time to do more stuff than normal. And the stuff that was done, you can mostly see the fruit of it here on our YouTube channel, because we wrote this comedy routine. Well, we wrote actually more of it, but then we just recorded the first bit of it today. The bit called Hello New York. I don't know if it was funny, but it was kind of funny. We thought it was maybe just gently funny, and but also relaxing funny. That's the genre we're going for. It's called relaxing funny. It's kind of funny, but mostly it's relaxing, so I hope it was relaxing, and maybe even funny. But, so that one, we did that one, and then we had the thought we could do Cosmic Dancer, because we thought we could sing it on key. Well, I thought I could sing it on... I thought I could, but at any rate, then Kent fixed it, and then that's in that version. We just did a music video for that just now. So we worked on those things. There's also another product that's in the works. I won't talk about that. And then we had the thought, you recall from last week, we were saying we should write articles about love. Didn't make too much progress on that because we thought we would expand that into other psychology type articles that we've then just not actually released, and so didn't really do that much. We wrote an article called "What is Faith?" I don't know how good that is, and then I don't even think we were going to add it to the to the About Love section, but we haven't done that yet. I don't know if we will. And then we had written this article. We had thought we had this issue. We had thought years ago that Epicurus thought that romantic love was a vainglory, and we've been telling it to people literally for 20 years. I've been telling people that Epicurus thought that romantic love was a vainglory. I go through the whole spiel of there's natural necessary pleasures, you should have a drink of water if you're thirsty, okay, you gotta do that. And then there's natural unnecessary pleasures, I'd like to have a little something sweet once in a while, or I want to take a walk, I want to have sex with someone, or with anyone. I want to have sex. That counts. But then that's okay as long as you don't let those pleasures keep you from the highest of all possible pleasures, which is freedom from pain and desire. So as long as you can keep your focus on the fundamental, most fulfilling pleasure, which is freedom from pain and desire, then you can mix it up with natural but unnecessary pleasures. And then there's the ones called vainglories, also known as, the ones called unnatural, unnecessary pleasures, also known as vainglories. And these are just pure folly. I have to have this specific piece of cake. I have to have statues built to myself. I have to have sex with a specific person. So this is what I had told everyone, but that Epicurus thought. But I think it was more like a professor's summary. Now I'm starting to think that that's what that was. Not so much exactly what Epicurus himself, at least as far as we know what he thought. Anyway, so I had written an article called Romantic Love is Not a Vainglory, where I just was going to completely once and for all end this nonsense, this misunderstanding of Epicurus. But it seems like actually it's a straw man that I have been slowly like fighting against over the last 20 years. That Epicurus didn't really maybe say that romantic love was a vainglory particularly, or even. So that we figured that out today, or it seemed to be like we were figuring that out. So basically that just wrecked the essay. Now we don't have an essay anymore. So it wasn't a super productive week for essays. Well, we did another version of Superhero Novella. And the thing about it, the upsetting thing about Superhero Novella is, there's the first section is pretty good, and then the second section, it's all the heroes, the superheroes, hanging out with the super agents. It's mostly that. And we've been told it drags a little, and we can see that, and maybe it kind of does drag a little, and so we tried to disperse the superhero parts between the agent parts. I think we talked about this last time too, and then we were also we did, because we were also talking about how we were trying to like make the characters have their own personalities. Like, why didn't we think to do that before? We just kind of thought they'd just have them. And like they kind of do, but they kind of don't. And now it's just kind of late in the game. So anyway, we made one more version, and we thought we'd read it. We're having trouble uploading it to Amazon for some reason, but we thought we'd read it and then just do a final one. I mean, the book is pretty good, but it's just like, why? What's going to make people buy it and read it and tell I don't know. I mean, there's certainly parts where it's like, wow, who does that? I didn't see that before in fiction. That's unusual. I'm sure it's in fiction, but I mean, it's not normal. And it's kind of neat. There's some parts when they open up people's conscious spaces and stuff. But on the whole, I don't know, it just feels like, what are we doing? I do not know. We have to learn how to write characters if we're going to do books. But it's just so tiring writing all these books. No one reads them. And you don't make any money doing it, so you have to try and get money some other way, but then still be spending all your time thinking about books. Of course, you're not really spending that much time. Maybe if you could just get really obsessed with the book writing and the characterization, but then, I don't know, I just can't, it's just like at some point you sort of hit a wall and you think, what am I doing? I think Skull Valley After Whistletown is probably kind of at that point. What are we doing? I mean, we get to this point once in a while, and there's a little mini crisis, and then I don't feel like we ever really. There's a little mini crisis, and then we kind of forget about it, and we go back to sort of muddling along. So I don't know. Superhero Novella is pretty good. A readable reader. It's basically readable. And obviously we don't really talk about first loves or first essays, since, And then we had the T-shirts idea. We'd have T-shirts that we thought maybe people would buy. They say, "Pure love chooses everyone." Thought that was a charming idea. And then I don't think we've ever sold one. I mean, to a non-family member. And then there were other T-shirt ideas, and then there were the greeting card. We did some greeting cards, and every year my mom buys a few of those. So I don't know. At some point, I don't know. Sort of what are we doing? Hard hard to say. Superhero Novella is pretty good, but I can't keep writing these books that nobody reads and that don't make any money. Meanwhile, I have this job that doesn't really make any money either. And I don't really mean to be doing any of this, you know. Exactly. It's just sort of happening. So it doesn't seem like a very purposeful existence. Probably need to meditate more or something. We were going to do some stuff on the Tshirt to try and we thought that would break through some barriers, but then it was just what good is this going to do, you know? No one, it's not going to help no one's going to buy our books because of these articles, and we aren't going to figure anything out, and it's just pointless. Well, I don't know, but that's kind of where we landed on that so far, after playing around with it a little bit this weekend again. Yeah, I don't know. Projects.